going on, guys, and welcome back to our Surviving Java series. Crap. Go away. Yeah, this is what I need to deal with. So what I've done is I flattened out the area in between all of my portals. Well, not all of them, obviously, but our Skelly farm, our Drowned farm, and my main portal. And I want to make some form of a mini Nether hub for these three portals. So I've been clearing it down, and literally there's a massive lava lake directly above our head. So I'm hoping that we've lowered it enough. Oh yeah, I've got gas here from that. Now I did actually craft up some TNT. A full shulker of sand gets you that much TNT, is what that is, and hopefully we can lower this down to bedrock. But I need to see if the explosion from this is going to be too high in order to knock out that ceiling, because that's like the last thing that we need to have to deal with is lava everywhere. So I may actually have to go down one lower, but we're going to see here. Okay, no, we're good. And then that will take it down to, well, mostly bedrock anyway. I've ended up using my trident to kill all of these guys, and that's because, well, my bow hasn't got mended on, and it's taken a hammering from when I was doing the, whatchamacallit, the end run, the end busting with Mac yesterday evening. So let's get a bunch of the thing is like, I've got a bad feeling that if I don't separate it far enough, they're going to go flying up into the ceiling. So say what, about 4 or 5 block space, and I know that behind one of these walls is lava as well. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looks like, oh crap! Don't set it off. Oh my god, that's not good. Go away. No, I missed. You get lost. There we go. Oh my god, well at least he didn't set off the TNT. Oh, did you drop us here at least? Yeah, you did. Thank you. Very kind of you. Oh, that could have been bad. This is what keeps on happening. That's how comes I really need to hurry up and get this sorted. Oh, it's such a mess. Okay, let me lay out the TNT, and hopefully we don't end up with just lava everywhere. Alright, so we've got a field of TNT laid. This could go horribly wrong. Pour lava everywhere, blow up everything. But hopefully it just causes a chain reaction that takes it down to near enough bedrock. As long as it doesn't send each TNT flying. Well, we have got a couple of leaks, but not massive leaks, and what I did want to do anyway is sort of take the ceiling down a bit. Okay, apparently I've pissed off an enderman. Oh, come on, man. No. Oh my god. Ooh, well. That was so bad. Get lost. Stupid enderman. Let me use my death totem. Oh, my heart's found him after that. Ow. Really? Come on, man. How can he hit me? I hate the fact that they're able to get you if you're not at least like 1 block below. Can you hurry up and move? Will you just force you to teleport? There you go. There we go. Stupid goddamn enderman. But we've done alright actually. There's not much left to clear up. I did have a gas blow up some of the rail, so I'm going to have to fix that in a sec. And then we've got this section that's already been cleared. I just need to do probably this little section and then this middle section. So yeah. Oh, close. I didn't see that them ones hadn't gone off, but there's a skelly over there, so... Oh, come on, really? What, did they just sense that there's TNT? That's a little bit BS. I've laid out a bunch over here. We have got a skelly over here as well that we can detonate. Yeah, the blast resistance of the black stone is pretty high, so I wasn't expecting that area to do much. Provided that the majority of it is sort of being cleared out. And it saves me the hassle of having to do it. Yeah, okay, I get it. You're annoyed with me. Okay, so looks fairly reasonable. There's some areas like this little run here I'm probably just going to lay a line of TNT on, just so I don't have to go all the way down and dig it all. This could be a really bad idea though. I just really don't want to have to dig. Like, I've cleared out. Oh really? Come on, man. I should just let the ghast chase me. There you go. Well, done some of the work, I guess. Let's go this side. Nope. Really? That close on this? See if it shoots standing up to the ceiling. Oh, doing good. Okay, so the bedrock is actually preventing some of the explosions. I was hoping that the explosions would go sort of around the bedrock to destroy some of it. Oh, that one feels like it's very close to my stuff. Actually, it's not too close, it's fine. Boom. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the rest down to bedrock, sort of smooth off the walls and the outer rim a bit. And with the bedrock being exposed, there's not as many spots for ghast to spawn. So I guess I'll catch you back in quite a bit. Alright, so it's much later on in the day now for me, and I've managed to finally get all of, well, majority of, should I say. There's always little bits I know I'm going to forget. And halfway through doing this, I remember why I promised myself I wouldn't do it again after doing it with the ocean base that we're currently in. Because it takes so goddamn long, and you've got to make sure that you've got ender pearls when doing this, especially if you're doing it with a light trap, because if you crawl into a gap that you can't get out of, you have to have an ender pearl. So that was close. I actually had one left when I actually got stuck. But yeah, they're the steps to the drowned farm. We're going to be replacing them at some point. So this is all done now, the flooring anyway. I'm going to be having pathways obviously go from the skelly farm, the drowned farm, and my main portal, with a center point leading onto an elevator, which will go up to the nether roof to then link up with everyone else. So yeah, I'm going to be meeting up with Mac in a bit for him to give me the run through on how to break bedrock, because I don't think I've done it since you were able to do the breaking bedrock with the dark oak saplings, and that was when they first came out. And then I remember there was a brief moment where you could break anything with the what's it called? The bamboo, when that first came out as well. So I don't know if there's a new trick or little glitch thing that you can use with the new nether trees. But nevertheless, I'm going to be waiting for Max in order to do that. Now, what I have gone ahead and done, this is what I wanted to do today actually. This was just sort of, I kept on running past and kept on getting shot out by ghast, and yeah, so it wasn't fun and games, so I decided just to crack on and do this. But we've got a little platform just out the back here from our portal, and we've got 8 cells, and I actually want to get piglins, but because I've made everything over there spawn proof, we're obviously not getting them spawned there. So I've dug just like a little hole over here, and I'm just going to be expanding it bit by bit in the hopes that we manage to get some piglins, because yeah, I know that I've got a mini-map mod on the client side obviously, and you can see where the mobs are, but it doesn't actually tell you the Y elevation as to whether they're higher or lower, which can be a little bit deceiving, because I can start digging down for them and they won't be there, or I keep on digging up and for all that I know they could be wandering around on the top, oh hello, because someone hasn't spawn proofed one of their nether portals. So yeah, I'm just going to wait around till I manage to find one or two. I actually made a bunch of the soul lanterns because I hadn't used them yet, and I thought down here, well obviously not in here, but where our little pods are, we can use them. I do like the little blue tinge to them, and it definitely suits the sort of nether and the eerie feel. So I'll definitely be using them. I've also made some of their chain link fences as well, so we can use them in conjunction with the lanterns. But yeah, it looks like I'm just going to be expanding this area and then wait for some piglins. I've also got some name tags so then they don't disappear. So fingers crossed, I'll catch you back in a bit. Lucky, finally found one. I've had just endless amounts of the zombie piglins spawn, but this is the first guy I've actually had. So he has got a ranged weapon. Oh, but he seems to be intent on running after me. Oh, did he just lose aggro because I've got the gold helmet on? Can we drop? Gold nuggets actually. Come on then, buddy. Don't shoot me. There we go. He's in his hole. And then we put a gold helmet on. And name tag him. Doop. There we go. Just leave him there. Okay, you can be quiet now. I forgot how loud they are. That's not too bad, it's very easy. Oh look, we've got another one. Another 3 actually. That should be our one side done then. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. No. A little bit. Really? Ow. There we go. Okay, he's in that hole. And the next one. Oh, I forgot to name tag him, didn't I? Don't want to go doing that. Names. Nice. And we still got. Oh, wow, they actually do a lot of damage. Oh, I haven't got a helmet on, have I? Let's put this one on for now. Oh, wow. I only want one of these to get angry with me. Oh crap. So that whole hoping only one of them get angry clearly didn't work. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, oh come on, that is cheating. Okay, thank you. You killed your friend. Ow. Oh my god. That was cheating. That was definitely cheating on their behalf. Come on, there we go. And name mute. Yeah, for some reason I just had wave after wave of just zombie piglins. Not these guys. There's the zombie piglins back again. Come on, let's go. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like I'm going to get the rest of these in place. And I'll catch you back. Oh my god, it's so loud. I'll catch you back in a bit. Alright, welcome back guys. Now, so a lot changed. I did actually record around about 10-15 minutes worth of footage, and OBS decided to screw me over. So what I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I've done. Is basically taken all of this down to bedrock, gone around as much as I could, and got rid of all the little bits that were visible and that were actually spawnable. But as you can see, we've got a skelly over there, so there's definitely going to be a block somewhere over there. I've marked up the center point where I want the what should we call it? The elevator to come down from the Nether roof, because obviously I'll need a way to link up to everyone else's portals. And then during that, I was waiting to get. Well, I flew around to see if I could get crying obsidian in order to make the anchor points. And then I could only find like 2 mashed up portals on the overworld or in the overworld, and that gave me like 2 bits of crying obsidian, so I had 4 in total. And then I heard that these guys drop it, so I made this little quick fix it farm with the piglins. I made a dark room, or not a dark room, but I just made a massive room over there for them to spawn, dragged them all over, put them into cells, and set up a hopper clock dispenser system. So when this is running, what happens is that the signal will then lock the hoppers underneath while it drops the gold, and then they'll have enough time to drop whatever item it is that they're going to drop from having the gold, and then it goes into the hoppers into a little selection of chests, which I still need to sort out a sorting system for. But I actually run through, I think it was a full stack of gold blocks in about 45 minutes, already half of them running, which isn't half bad, and the amount of loot and the variety of loot is insane. So a lot of fire resistance potions, a lot of soul sand, ender pearls. We've got a bunch of the crying obsidian. I did actually craft a respawn anchor on camera and crafted up a bunch of glowstone on camera, but obviously corrupted footage, yay, OBS. So we've got magma creams, a bunch of leather which we need for making books in order to sell to librarians for emeralds. More crying obsidian, normal obsidian, gravel, which is always useful. A bunch of boots with soul speed on. So yeah, I've got a soul speed 3 book on me, and there's a few more dotted around in these chests. Is there anything in you? Oh, there is another soul speed 3, and more magma creams and more ender pearls. So we're looking good there. And what I will be doing is I'm going to think of a way of doing a multi-tiered trading system. What I am thinking of doing is having probably masons at the top to trade stone for emeralds, and then have clerics under them to trade emeralds for gold, because I'm fairly sure they sell gold, and then use the gold with the piglins. But I think it may just be easier to create a gold farm on the nether roof, but just a thought, that way I can get a load of XP while trading as well. And then we've got access to redstone from the clerics, which is always useful, so I'm running extremely low on it. Now this area I don't know if I'm going to be decorating this in this episode. This was actually meant to be the main focus of the episode towards the end, but yeah, that's gone out the window. What I actually want to do is try my best to break bedrock, and I've looked up a few different tutorials, and there's one that looks a little bit shady, should we say, using the TNT and pistons. So the whole point of me getting the respawn anchor is if I die, I can actually spawn back up there rather than lose all of my stuff. But what I want to do actually is go see if I've got any blast resistant diamond armor, because obviously that's going to be useful. And me and Mac did just finish doing the end busting yesterday, so we've got a bunch of diamond armor, protection, projectile protection, fire. Oh, we've got blast protection 3 on that, and any on here. Blast protection 4, that'll do. And I think it's only like adds up to 3 bits, doesn't it? Blast protection, protection, projectile. I'm breaking, none on there. Let's see if we've got any boots with blast protection, and we have got boots. Happy days there. So we've got them 3 bits, so we should stand decent odds on surviving the blast. But the thing is that I need to do a 5x5 all the way through, which is going to be a right pain, especially if it's a fixed section, because I've not checked it yet. But I'm going to head over there now, and I'll bring you back once I'm over there to give it a go. Alright, so I found a spot that, that we want to be busting through, and it's going to be a 5x5 around this spot. So let me just set up my little respawn anchor point. Let's really eat as well. Bloody hell. I've not used this, so I'm fairly sure you just place it down and then you charge it with glowstone. There we go. And then respawn point set, so we will spawn back here. That does look cool though. I could see me using this as a actual cosmetic block somewhere. Can you place these in the overworld? Because if you can, that would be really, really nice. Let me grab some bits and pieces. Gonna need you out, and you know what, we're gonna need some of you out. We're also gonna need a semi-empty one. This one's like pretty empty, because I don't think we're gonna want to lose any of that stuff. Let's put you guys on, keep my trousers on, put all of the stuff that I don't need on me into there. Axe and my bow. Don't mind having sticks on me. Yeah, that doesn't matter. And some more sticks, why not? We are going to need a pick though, and I want to risk losing my good one, that one over there. We'll grab a silk touch one, and then we're all decked out. We are going to need our food, and then pistons, and then obsidian. We're also going to need trapdoors, which I completely forgot about, so let's grab one of these. Now we're just going to do this from scratch. There we go. Then all levers. Can you do it with a button, do you reckon? Does that work, or does it have to be a lever? It's got to be a lever with pretty screwed because I don't think I've got cobblestone. Should we try with a button? I think we should just try with a button. It's probably going to go horribly wrong anyway. So pistons, button, obsidian, rando block, trapdoors, and TNT is what we need. That is this one. Oh wait. TNT. So the way that this is supposedly done is we break this guy, and then we have a piston there, obsidian, we have trapdoor, and then a random block on top, and then we have TNT here, TNT there, and then we want the button, say just there, do this, and then you do that, and then what we're meant to do is when we press the button, come over here, aim towards this angle here, but they say if you've not got a auto clicker, then to change your use item place block to say B, because it spams it if you just hold B, which means we're gonna have to try to, oh, you know what, so get this on us, because I'm fairly sure we have to place a piston down. So if we, can we not, oh, that's probably why, you know, because you can't press buttons when you're in fly mode. Is that the reason? It looks like I've got to go get a lever. So yeah, I think I was just trying to right click instead of I just changed it. Oh, that's going to make me look silly. So B, so like that, and then like that. Well, everything blown up, so, and that didn't work. I better watch the tutorial again. Okay, so I figured out why it has to be a lever, and yeah, it's just me being an absolute donut. It's because the piston on the left obviously needs to be standing. It needs to be permanently powered. Standing. What is wrong with me? So that's why it needs to be a lever. I keep on right clicking and I've reassigned my key. By the way, I fell down a hole at max when I went over to get some cobblestone and almost died because trying to use your rockets with B while flying, I just kept on enabling the narrator like that. I didn't even know that was a thing, but yeah, apparently it is. So that's fun, trying to get used to the buttons when falling to your doom, but I didn't die, which is always good. So we've got this now in our hand. We just need to go like so, and then aim at the top end of this and hold B and then pray. I don't think that worked because it should be upside down. Oh, it did work. Oh, thank God for that. So that's our center point, and we've got to do a 5x5, and God knows how deep it is. So I'm going to be doing this for a while, and once I'm done, I guess I'll bring you back. Alright then guys, so it's now been around about 4 or 5 days since I've done any recording. I actually went out over the weekend and spent about 3 days being hungover. So yeah, never mind that. So what I have gone ahead and done, I've done the 5x5 hole in the top of the Nether. I think this is where we was left off, is when I started doing this. Now I have made a bunch of progress after clearing this. Now I have created an elevator to go below just here, and the reason that I've done it just below here is because this is actually where I want my pickling trading center to be, because I want to have some form of a gold farm above it to feed down into our pickling trading center. So what I have gone ahead and done is actually cleared out the old pickling trading center, which was just over there. I have still got all the chests that I've been trying to go through, sort out into what seems to be a bit of a shulker mess over there. But I've cleared all of that, and I'm sort of sorting out all the chests into different shulkers to organise and do that. And then I've also done all the walls going around, and I'm quite happy with the design I come up with. Got like the basalt coming down in pillars, being frameworked by the black stone, and then we're using a bunch of the warped wood. Is it warped wood? Fairly sure that's what, it's not the crimson wood. So yeah, the warped stem. So using that as our main sort of building block, and it's got like a slight animation, and we've got the fire going around, and we've got our portals set up. So we've got our drowned farm, skelly farm, that's actually our tree farm, and that's our main portal. I am going to shift the entire ice boat pathway down some and have another offshoot from the floating platforms go into that over there, so that way this portal could be separate. I'm going to see if I can lob this portal back by about 10 blocks. Hopefully that doesn't dislodge where the actual portal is in the overworld either, if I do that, just to sort of clean it up. And then also I'm going to be having the chain link fences coming down from a ceiling, which I still need to put in order to make it look like all of these platforms are being held up. Now I've gone for a spiral minecart elevator, so what we can do is that we sit on here and then hop in a minecart and then it sends us on our way. Now obviously with it being one of these stupid curvy ones, unless I replace the corners with glass, we're going to get this sort of blackout effect, which I'm tempted to do because it's driving me mad, and I do apologise, I may give a flash warning. Oh my god, it's so loud as well. Yeah. So after you get up here, it breaks the minecart, goes into a hopper chain, which then leads to a dropper, and it drops it all the way back down there. Now initially at the bottom of this elevator I did have a honey block, because the slime block was bouncing you like another 30 blocks back up, and it would take about 5 seconds for you to finish landing. So I did have a honey block, and then that was still causing you a bit of damage. And then I thought, you know what, they've added these new vines, and it actually stops you pretty well, provided you know which way to exit. So I'm using some of the warped ones because they can actually be placed on the ground going up. The other ones have to be placed on a ceiling block coming down. And these actually slow your fall perfectly fine, and I've just got it blocked off by a bit of string so it doesn't grow any further and slow you down too quickly. And I'm quite happy with the way that it's turned out, and thank you to Ploxy, who's new to the server. He actually came over and helped me with the actual pathways. Initially they were really just jagged, straight and massively diagonal, and he's also the one who convinced me to carry on the wall design going behind the actual ice boat pathway. Now initially I was going to shift the Pickling Trading Centre into behind one of these walls, and I thought no, I really want it within like close proximity to wherever we're going to be having a gold farm, and that's obviously going to be at the top, which is how comes I've got that out there. I'm definitely going to have to, what I may do is from this point, or maybe from that point there, replace all the corners with glass. Now I have already gone up here and replaced all of the sides with glass where need be, just so when I was building it I wasn't getting shot at by gas, because yeah, doing the glass alone I was getting blown up every like 2 seconds by the glass. And I'm not overly pleased about this sort of step up to the entranceway, but because you can't put these guys on hoppers, I've had to have a hopper minecart underneath there to collect the actual minecarts in order to put them into the dispenser here in order to get back up and down. So that's just one of them little I don't know, functionality over form sort of decisions that I've had to make regarding this. I would much prefer to have dropped it down, but then I would have had to find some way of bringing the minecarts across and then back up in some sort of dropper elevator. And yeah, I didn't really fancy doing that, and just trying to get this discreet enough that it was hidden enough like beforehand. I've built these a lot, but I've usually built them built into walls, so a lot of the redstone is able to be hidden. At the moment I've had to actually hide all the redstone underneath, so we've just got like a little circuit there that will turn off the rail while we dispense an actual minecart. Very, very simple, straightforward circuit, but trying to hide it underneath instead of behind the actual contraption was a little bit of a pain. But otherwise I'm quite happy with the way that this turned out. Now the whole point that I've just chose to do this little bit of recording is because I really need to spend this episode off, because I know that we're over the amount of time that we should have been spending on this episode, and there's so much more that I actually want to get done. The ceiling, Ploxy's actually come up with a design for me to give a try, and it's sort of like a tiered design, but because we've got the lava lake, it's going to be a very tedious, very, very tedious and long process doing it. So obviously that's not been done in this episode. The walls alone, collecting all of the wood, I created a brand new tree farm, which I'll showcase at the beginning of the next episode. But yeah, as for the ceiling, that's probably going to be done over the next 2 or 3 episodes, obviously not in the episodes, because it's going to be so painfully tedious when we get up to this sort of midsection, because the tiered ceiling design goes up by about another 4 or 5 blocks, and I think once it's done it will look really nice. But Yeah, with the lava lake there, it's going to be a case that I'm going to have tons of fire resistance potions, which we have been getting from the pickling thing. But I actually want to work on a permanent pickling trading center in the next episode, I'm thinking. And then sort out the very tippity top of this thing. But I'm going to have to get some more grey glass before going up that again, because obviously you don't get to see much with the solid blocks there, because obviously you're clipping in and out of every corner, and it's just very, don't know, very bad epileptic warning, should I say, should be coming with one of these sort of elevators if you're building one. Yeah. But for today, I definitely think that's going to do it, and I only wanted to bring you back just to show you the sort of progress and update that we've done. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and I do apologise for the fact that we spent the majority of the beginning of the episode building the Pickling Trade Centre to have it ripped out by the end of the episode, which seems a little bit weird if you ask me. But I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless, and hopefully you'll look forward to what we're going to do with the Pickling Trades in the next episode, because it's going to be a much more better and permanent solution to everything. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.